Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a quick video on Summoner's Wars. This is one of these iOS games that I get addicted to every once in a while. It's basically like kind of like a copy of Clash of Clans, and a mix of Clash of Clans and like the card game battles. But this one's a little bit different in the fact that it's got a very good, a good amount of gameplay into it, and by gameplay I mean like it's got difficulty modes and all sorts of things to help you do with a bunch of this stuff. So first off, let's go and check out the PvP. As you can see, we've won against most of our opponents except for the level 15s and the level 9. At level 9, I think we might actually be able to beat him. So let's try that. Let's just do a PvP battle right quick. Sorry, I keep hitting the thing that we're supposed to. And what I like about this is that you can target things yourself, or you could hit the automated thing that it picks out the targets for you. So I usually do that, and that's probably what we're going to do right now because PvP battles are a little bit longer, and I have the animation sped up 3 times. So, okay, that guy does like a heal thing. Oh wow, that was a big hit. And it's down to 2. The very same. And it's all about what one goes down first for us or them. And it's them. Oh, we would have won that if that fucking tower wouldn't have been in the way. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's nuts. I lost to that guy. Fuck. Thing is, though, we could beat him this time. Let's just redo that. I think we can beat him this time. That was just bad luck on my part there. There's apologies for that. Let's try this again. Lucian. Oh, we got a double attack on that guy. Now you see, this is where it could, yeah, this is where it changes. So we've got more damage output this time around. Way more people up this time. Now we have... Okay. Yes, now it's 2 versus 1. Tower. Retrieve magic. And there we go. Alright, we won this time. Thank Christ. That would have been embarrassing losing twice in a row. We get those points back, and... yeah, we're not going to even attempt to go against those guys. So we're going to refresh the list so we can do a couple more PvP matches. But of course, they just matched me with all level 12s and such, which means they're going to have way higher people than mine. Yeah, like 27, 21, like 21, 25 and stuff. Yeah, good luck. Sorry. Yeah, so that's enough of that. So I could show you guys about the party, like not the party system. I could show you guys about the. So I showed you the PvP, and this is what the PvE looks like. That's hard mode. I don't want to do that one on that hard mode. Let's do this one on hard mode. I might lose this just considering there's 320s against that on level 5. The only reason that one's a level 5 is because it just become a 3-star. So I'm trying to get a little bit more experience onto that guy, so he can get back up to the level 25. He was at level 20, but we had to change that up when we evolved him, so. And again, I'm just going to put on the regular thing there. We're putting a shit kicking on these golems. And our doggy there is set to like die. Like, I'm pretty sure he's gonna die before the end of this. If he doesn't, I'll be amazed. No, don't call Mike Vick on me. I'm sorry. Oh wow. This is where the dog dies, though. I see it. I can see it from a mile away that they're gonna crit the dog or something. Something's gonna happen. He's got the death weakened things on him, so. Oh, and there goes the bird. Oh, the bird went before the dog, really? And there goes the dog. I think we got this. I think we won. They would have to get pretty lucky for us to lose. Yeah. Alright, and that's the hard mode of this done. We got a level up and a chest, giving us a fatal rune. I can explain the rune system in just a little bit. So right now, actually, we'll explain the rune system. The rune system basically works as this. Shows your skills and stuff. You have the ability to awaken these, which becomes a more evolved version of what they already have. And then this is the runes. And the rune system basically works like this. This one, for example. This has defense and then defense percent. It has a crit damage, crit rate, and resistance. We engrave this onto the bird. The bird has an attack 1 on it, a speed 1, and an HP 1. You get these powered up by simply hitting the power up button, and you have a some odd % chance of actually succeeding in this, and a some odd % chance in actually getting, like, a failure. So we'll continue to do this until we get a failure. Just to kind of give you an idea of what the failure rate is for this. And your beginning ones, you're not going to have a lot of failures. So it's pretty good. When you start upgrading into the blue areas, that's when you're going to have a lot of failures. And this one's probably going to prove me wrong, but. Oh, wow. Try one more. This isn't going to fail, isn't it? No, it actually upgraded. Okay. And as you see that when we upgraded it, it actually gains speed attribute as well. So the more you power these up, the more you're going to get out of these things. And then it helps your character. So there's one that's failed. Another one. That one failed as well. The third one coming up here. Also a failure. Fourth one. And also a failure. I'm not going to continue to go on that one, just simply because. Let's see how this one turns out. Give it a quick upgrade. That one's successful. This next one might fail. Usually after the... Yeah, so... Then you can see that the percentages, it varies depending on what rune, what area, and how rare the rune is. And we still fail. That's like 4 times that we failed. So we're not going to waste any of the things that we have. You pick up these runes by actually just defeating monsters, doing your regular stuff, kind of like that. And of course we have nothing else. Yeah, like defenses and stuff. Like, this one's actually more beneficial for me right now, because the more defense I have, the less damage I take, and less % chance that that dog is going to die again when I go to attack things. And it says here that we have acquired bonus properties, so the next upgrade should apply those bonus properties. Yep, crit damage. And you see now we went from like kind of like the lowest of the branch of rune to kind of like an ultra, like a rare rune, or like an uncommon rune. And then we got another bonus attribute here. Okay, now we're at the third stage, or the second stage of the room. Well, third technically. And then you can see you're going to keep failing. It just depends on what slot you're going on. Some of them succeed a lot more than the other ones, some of them don't. Like we have a +7 energy rune right now with 3 powered up, like it's a third stage. Yeah, and you're just going to continue to fail. So that's losing us money every time we do that. Let's see if we can get this last rune up into blue. So we have a full blue rune wheel. And that's at a +5. And when it hits +6, that's when it should upgrade. There we go. Fatal rune. And why the hell not? Let's try one last time. And a fail as well, so. But as you can see, that's how that system works. And then each one of these that power up our monsters here, it just helps them in the long run when it comes to things like attacking, damage, speed, and all that other thing. So we got the final thing to talk about, which is Isle of Conquest, which is basically guild battles. If you're familiar with the guild battles from Clash of Clans, or the clan battles from Clash of Clans, rather, that sort of thing happens in there. I can't actually show you too much about it, because I don't have, I'm not in a guild. Well, I'm in a guild, but it's not one that I can see. Hall of Heroes is available on the Kairos Dungeon. Let's stick with the Kairos Dungeon is actually now. This is what you would call. Would you like to know for the hero for Succubus? You can't change your mind once it's open. So, let's see. Kung Fu Girl, Vampire, Sylphid, Phantom Thief, or Succubus. We'll open up the Succubus. And as you can see, this is like kind of raids. It's for your guys to compete into. So the Necropolis is a harder one to do. And we can see that I've cleared some of the dungeons on this one. So let's take you in and show you what the raid bosses are like in these type of things, in these situations. And there's also a good opportunity to show you the friend system. So having friends in this game, like any other game in this kind of genre, is really helpful, because you get to choose what friend to come help you with. I now have a level 35 friend to help me. We might just very quickly destroy this dungeon, because that's something I wouldn't normally have access to, but because I have a friend who's level 35, I do. So as you get your friends' monsters having more and more power, then you in turn will have power in these raid dungeons where you can use them to your advantage. So it makes a good idea to get a lot of friends, because you can use a lot of help. And you just watch here. Like, comparatively, the damage I do compared to her is a little bit less than what she does. Way less, considering that's a tier 4 creature, and that tier 4 creature is also level 35, so. And this is the raid boss that we have in here. And the cool looking models, they do reuse these models quite a bit, but what do you expect from a game like this? And here it goes. Now the whole mechanic thing here is that these little fires next to him heal him if given the chance, but because we just what the fuck pwned that guy, he did not have a chance to do anything. As you can see, that my no best time is now 35 seconds. So But we did manage to level up one of our doggies and get a jewel. And you can continually run this place and get more gear and get more of the things. You can farm those sort of things. So we'll show you a bit harder one, the Necropolis. This is basically it's not super difficult, but it is a little bit more difficult than regular things. And this is the Ancient Lich King. So, better not tell Arthas. And his dungeon's a little bit different. He has 5 groups of enemies, or 4 groups of enemies that attack us, and then he comes out. He has a shield, and the mechanic is to break that shield. So, as we see here, we're going to go through fodder minions. Pretty simple stuff. Having 2 of those sword girls are actually one of the best things you could ever have, because they have a lot of area effect damage. And that makes it really good for clearing enemy. And as you can see, we're on to the 3rd step, which is one of the Lich King's mini-bosses here. We clear through him. And we're just going to continue wrecking this area. And when I say it's harder in the sense that it's a lot more to go through. So you have your party being wear down time to time. And here we go into the final boss. This is the Ancient Lich King. He has a pretty cool animation. And unlike the other ones, he's actually very... he's a well-made boss. He looks really cool. And he kind of looks like Kel'Thuzad from World of Warcraft. And here we can see his mechanics. He has a giant shield on, a soul barrier. But with the big team that we have currently, there's no way that we're going to lose to this guy. In the off chance that he kills one of the people that we have, his mechanic is once he kills one of the people in your party, they are raised on his side as an undead minion, and you'll have to kill him all over again. So you can see that he gained health back again, so that sort of thing happens. And now we've got one of our characters dead, which means that if this gets harder because he's putting out way more damage with all of their attacks. And he keeps getting healed. So again, we may end up having to redo this, but yeah, as you can see, we got it back because we released the soul, so that's good. And we killed him. Good job. Last time I did that, I had to actually reuse. I had to use my coin thing to my gems to revive myself. So. Ooh, and we got a destroy rune. Awesome. That is an excellent purple rune. We have that now. Sweet. And I think that's just about it for this one. We have a bunch of dragons that you can fight, but I'm nowhere near that. Giant's Keep. It's like a room full of giants. And the Hall of Heroes ones are like for the top tier people. And secret dungeons, I really haven't kind of figured those out yet, but I'm assuming that there's something that only happens for certain events. So that being said, yeah, that's kind of it. The most I could show you about is the shops, and the shop is such like this. Can't buy any more towers. I'm not high enough level to get the other things, like Fuse Center and all that such. Glory Shop, where we can use our PvP currency to buy scrolls. And that's one of the things that I'm really looking forward to with this game, is that I can actually do scroll openings, so we can kind of see the different monsters that appear. Challenges and stuff. This is like your achievements. So you can collect things. Get gems, power crystals, mana crystals rather, experience, that sort of thing. pretty cool. And this just like the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole bunch more content that I can come up with stuff like this. So stay tuned, because I'm going to be doing a lot more mobile stuff now that I can actually record. So see you guys later. Peace out.